Welcome to the family sitcom tier list. We're gonna be ranking like 28 family sitcoms. It's mostly not Disney Channel and not Nickelodeon, so don't be looking. So let's just see what we got to start off with. We got Two and a Half Men. Barely is family sitcom. I mean, I guess they're a family. This is the one with Ashton Kutcher. Let's be honest, that's not the one I'm ranking. Uh, Honestly, B tier. Like the writing's all right. It's fine. It's just not really a family sitcom because the like Charlie gets a lot of STDs in the show, and it's like, do you really just want to watch that with your family all day? But it's all right. That '70s show, I'm just gonna go ahead and A tier it. I think it's pretty much that simple. Family dynamic, I think, is second. They're mostly like teenagers smoking weed. Really carries the show. A Brady Bunch, I'm not 50 years old. Honorable mention. I don't even know. I know there's a lot of them. Blackish. Blackish is more modern. Honestly, we're just gonna give it C tier. It's a Bernie Mac show. I think it's a good show. I just haven't seen as much of it as I could have. I'm gonna put it in front of Blackish though. Fresh off the boat. An interesting show. I mean, if you're in love with Constance Wu, it's a reason to watch. But otherwise, I mean, maybe if you're Asian adjacent, you would watch the show more than I would. It's a good show though. Like it's all right. Like it's fine. We're gonna C tier it. The Cosby Show. I'm not gonna explain that one. Everybody hates Chris. Uh, Honestly, S tier. Pretty much the standard of what a family sitcom should try to do. There's adult themes. There's themes kids can follow. You learn things watching Everybody Hates Chris. You know what I mean? Like it's just a good show. Everybody loves Raymond. I am not. I don't know. I wasn't old enough to really be watching it. So, from my understanding, it's gonna sit there. Family Matters. Okay, can we agree? Family Matters is just. It's not that good of a show. Steve Urkel carries. He plays a great character, but like, do you really give a shit what's going on in this universe? I'm gonna put it right there. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I think this is A tier. I think that's fine. A tier is good. There's a lot of scenes where me as a 12-year-old, like when they're talking to the butler for 15 minutes at a time, I'm like, this scene is doing nothing for me. Can we move on? That's kind of why I feel like it's not S tier. There's a lot of sentimental moments that truly I don't care. Full House. I don't like Full House. It is alright. Like, honestly, Full House can go right here. And I don't even know. You could debate that. It's an alright show. The family dynamic is interesting because the mom is not there, so there's uncles and all that jazz. But if you put on 2 episodes of Full House and go for a third, I'm gonna leave the room and do something else. You know what I mean? All right. Golden Girls. Golden Girls is a good show. Different family dynamic than usual. I just haven't watched that much of it. It's a good show when I watch it though. I feel like this isn't fair because I haven't seen the Bernie Mac show either. Or not as often. George Lopez show, honestly, like hate me all you want. This is straight up S tier. You could even interchange these depending on who you are. I like it more than this show. They're both S tier. Is pretty much what I'm getting at. Every episode's funny. It's just good. They got crazy shit going on. You know, his mom is like a deadbeat, but she's always there, so that's always fun. So, Home Improvement. Listen, Home Improvement. A family sitcom has stuff for kids and adults, for the parents watching. This is for the parents watching. Like, I'm 12 years old. I can't build a shed. I don't understand electricity. I don't know what you're trying to get across when you have this shit on my screen. It's alright, though. Drake and Josh, this is the one Nickelodeon representative. Honestly, S tier. I'm gonna just go S tier. I think it is better than that '70s show. They do have kind of a similar vibe. This one's more mature for sure, but we're gonna ignore Dan Schneider. I don't want to give them the Bill Cosby treatment. We're just gonna leave them at S. Goldberg's, it's a more modern show. It's on. You know what I mean? It's on. It's probably like around here. Like they have the same vibe. Modern Family. Modern Family is an enigma, honestly. Some episodes, some seasons are good. Sometimes you're watching it, it's clearly filler sitcom shit. So I feel like this is fine. Like maybe even in front, depending on the day of the week. It's an alright show. It's pretty good. Malcolm in the Middle. I think I think this just gets the A tier treatment. There's a lot of episodes that don't hit, but the episodes that do hit are so good that it really just doesn't matter. So I'm gonna just go A tier. You can even make an argument that this is in front for me because I'd rather watch this show, especially as a kid, than The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. My Wife and Kids, underrated show, very underrated show. Just good, just funny, just good. I'd probably put it right there. Raising Hope, another underrated show. Probably not as many people have seen it. It kind of came out, I don't know, early 2020 or 2012, something like that. He knocks up a serial killer and has to raise her baby after they put her down. Pretty interesting stuff. It's good. I think it's probably around this area. Family Matters is really getting some pity treatment here. Roseanne. I never really watched too much. I've seen some episodes. Their whole thing was like they were like we're not rich, like we're struggling out here and stuff. But that being said, I've never been like, yep, throw that shit on. Throw on Roseanne right now. So I gotta. There's so many things in C tier. I would say I'd rather watch Roseanne than Full House. Sister Sister kind of has the Family Matters treatment where the characters being played are clearly outclassing everything else. The writing, the story, they're just good actors, and that really carries the show. But that being said, it's all right. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. The Nanny. Hate me all you want, but especially as like a 12-year-old kid, this is straight D tier. Like, it's good enough for it to not be the worst thing you've ever seen, but when you're a kid and you want to see some good shit, and the Nanny just won't stop coming on over and over again, and you don't even know what she does. She's an attractive lady, sure, but can she carry the whole show for me? No. No. D tier. The Nanny, D tier. Raven. That's So Raven. Okay, this is interesting. This is the Disney Channel rep. I'm gonna. Honestly, I'd rather watch That's So Raven. So I'm gonna leave it right there in A tier where it belongs. She can just see into the future, and yet they somehow make the show, the writing so good that you don't even see it coming each time. It's crazy. The King of Queens. This is barely a family sitcom. That being said, it's really good. Like the writing is really good in this show. It's just a fun watch. It doesn't have the same family dynamic. It's kind of like a millennial like shit where they're like, "Hey, look, we're out here living, but we ain't got no kids and blah blah blah." But it's a good show. Shout out Paul Blart. The Middle. The Middle is another newer family sitcom. It's all right. It's like perfectly right there. It's good. It went on for probably too long, but it was it's again, it's like it's adjacent to these shows. It just makes sense. Young Sheldon. Honestly, I'd rather watch Young Sheldon than The Nanny. We're gonna keep him in D tier. And what is that? About 25ish shows right there. That I think that's a good list. Definitely probably could add some more shows. If you got any shows you recommend I rank or blah blah blah, probably won't do it, but just comment below your favorite family sitcom and we'll move from there. And if you know anybody who wants this list, I'm gonna try to leave it in the description, or I'll try to leave the list somewhere for family sitcoms. Yada yada yada. All right.